Hello friends and welcome to YouTube channel Freedom Tech, and in this session I just want to share you my own experience of using Raspberry Pi and why you should also want to use the Raspberry Pi. Okay, so let's start. Friends, currently I am using Raspberry Pi 4. Okay, so Raspberry Pi 4, it has inbuilt Wi-Fi and inbuilt Bluetooth, and I am using Raspberry Pi 4 with the 4 GB RAM. Okay, the Raspberry Pi 4 with 8 GB RAM is also available, you all know. Also Raspberry Pi 400 is also available, which is basically the computer, okay, a keyboard computer. Okay friends, I am using also, I have here also Raspberry Pi 0W. Okay, so Raspberry Pi 0W has also the inbuilt Wi-Fi, also inbuilt Bluetooth. Okay friends, so why I choose a Raspberry Pi? This is the main question. Because of friends, right now I am currently using a Raspberry Pi as my personal desktop computer, frankly speaking. Okay, I have here my laptop, 8 GB RAM Lenovo laptop. I have here inside that laptop I have a Windows 10, also the Ubuntu. Okay, but um, uh, for editing purpose I just use a Windows system. Okay, the most all the work of my video recording, the programming, all those things, something, suppose if I want to learn something, if I want to build something, I choose a Raspberry Pi. Okay, so I have built my own media server with Plex with the Raspberry Pi. Okay friends, I have also configured own cloud server, and it's also really great work with the Raspberry Pi 4. I have configured a Docker. If you want to learn the Docker, you can choose Raspberry Pi. If you want to learn Python, you just install Visual Code. Okay, this is the way you can install Visual Code on the Raspberry Pi 4, and you can you can go with the Python, you can go with the Java. Okay, any programming language you can choose, and just install the Visual Studio Code and just start to use that particular language. Okay, and main thing is what friends, the Raspberry Pi is available in really cheap price. Suppose I want to also learn Arduino Node MCU ESP8266 with the help of Arduino Uno. Okay, or Arduino IDE software. Okay friends, so you can install Arduino IDE software also on Raspberry Pi. Okay, I have already made the video in programming. As you can see, I have already installed the Arduino IDE software. It means the one computer and multiple use, one, not just a computer, one microcomputer and multiple use. You don't want to go anywhere, just buy Raspberry Pi. You can learn Arduino, you can learn Python, you can learn Java. Also here the Thony Python ID, it means you can learn MicroPython also there friends. Okay, so also suppose if you want to configure your Raspberry Pi 4 as a server, when I say the server, you can build your Raspberry Pi 4 as your MySQL database server with the help of MariaDB. You can if you why you want to main thing is what, why you want to configure the Raspberry Pi 4 as your own server. Friends, we all know that information, data leaking, data hacking is the main problem, is the main problem. And when you want to configure the server for your own purpose, for your own home purpose, you can choose a Raspberry Pi. Okay, my personal opinion. Because friends, suppose you configure the home automation system and you want to access that home automation system outside from your network, and you just don't want to share your data with any third party server. In that time, you can choose a Raspberry Pi. You can configure Raspberry Pi as your MQTT broker, and you can send the data with your home automation devices, with your server, with your not just server, with your sensors. Okay, friends, and most important thing is also, friends, you can configure your own private network with the help of zero tier 1. You can connect your Raspberry Pi 4, also your mobile application, with any network, because zero tier 1 is is uh, is really help to connect the different network. Okay, so you can go with zero tier 1. You can install zero tier 1 on Raspberry Pi 4. Also zero tier 1 is also available for mobile. It means if you buy the Raspberry Pi, there are lot possibilities to learn something new day to day. You can always learn something new with the Raspberry Pi 4. Okay, friends, so this is what my experience. I'm really enjoying working with the Raspberry Pi. Okay, friends, I have also here a Raspberry Pi Pico. I have also here a Node MCU ESP8266. So if I want to make uh, any project with the Node MCU ESP8266, I just want to connect the ESP8266 with the Raspberry Pi 4, and I can go with MicroPython using Tony Python IDE. I can go with Arduino IDE with just Raspberry Pi 4, a single computer. You can install Kali Linux, you can install Ubuntu, you can install CentOS, Raspbian OS is also there. Okay, you can also, right now you can also install the Windows also. Okay, friends, so this is what my opinion. And if you want to know more about the Raspberry Pi 4, you can go their official website and read their documents. Okay, friends, so I'm really enjoying the Raspberry Pi 4, and also I am going to make more videos with the Raspberry Pi 4 in future. So I hope you will learn something from my videos, and you will share my videos with your friends. And thank you for being with Freedom Tech, and we will meet our next video. Till then, thank you, take care, and bye bye.